The PAC and the CW announce a continued partnership. College football is here, so we're back on the Big Mountain to keep you updated. We have an update regarding the PAC-12 and their media rights providers. Yesterday, Wednesday, August 27th, it was announced that the PAC-12 and the CW will continue their partnership through 2031. As we know, the CW picked up the media rights from the PAC-2, Washington State and Oregon State, during this 2-year interim period while they were getting ready to rebuild the PAC. The new PAC-12 launches in 26-27, and this partnership will then continue through 2030-2031. That is the date of their new grant of rights expiring. As part of this long-term relationship, football for the new PAC-12 will see a consistent regular season presence on the CW, as well as regular season action for both men's and women's basketball. Similar to the 2024 and 2025 partnership, the PAC-12 Enterprises will be the broadcasting arm of the conference and will produce all the football and men's and women's basketball games as part of this extended partnership. This totals 66 events annually. Let's break that down. Of those 66, 13 will be regular season football games. 35 will be regular season men's basketball games, and 15 will be regular season women's basketball games. The CW also has picked up the Women's Basketball Championship. The CW now becomes the second media partner for the PAC, with CBS obviously being announced here just a little bit ago. So we have two partners now that we know moving into the new PAC launch effective July 1st, 2026. The football and both men's and women's basketball championships will all be aired over the air, all be broadcasted over the air with these two partners. So two of them with CBS, that being football and men's basketball, women's being there with the CW. That's fantastic to have, your championship games broadcast over the air to just about anyone that has a television set. The statement from the PAC stated that further media rights partnerships will be announced following the finalization of those agreements. So as we know, they're going to have 3 or 4 media partners. We know of 2 right now, the top 2 right now. So we'll wait to see who the third and possibly fourth partners are going to be. While the CW is picking up 13 games here, kind of maybe the bigger news is that they're picking up 35 men's basketball games. That is a lot of inventory being picked up by the CW for men's basketball. And again, this continues to be a very strong basketball conference. We'll see if they continue to add some basketball playing members. I think they likely will. Yesterday, we also learned through several reports more details about the CBS agreement in terms of number of games that they're picking up. CBS here, moving into 2026, is going to show a minimum of 3 football games on CBS and no more than 10 football games on CBS-SN. So that is a total of 13 football games that will be broadcast on the CBS networks. Remember, CBS likes the Boise inventory. They kind of paid up for that Boise inventory there with the Mountain West, as they have done over the past several years. So I would really expect these 13 games, Tier 1 games, if you want to call them that, with CBS to involve a lot of Boise State, Washington State, and Oregon State. I think those 3 schools are going to be the majority of what CBS chooses to pick up here moving into 2026. So with those details known, that now means 26 of the football games, which is about half of the PAC inventory here, has been picked up through their first and second media partner. And we're going to have to wait and see how many of the other half are picked up and by whom they are picked up. So again, about half of this inventory has been picked up, given the current membership that we know, by both the CBS and the CW. One big name that we still have not heard anything from, sitting on the sidelines here for all the Western inventory with the PAC and the Mountain West, that being Warner Brothers Discovery. And of course, they had that split with their streaming, TNT Sports streaming platform as well. So they have had a split there of entities. It remains to be seen how much they're going to want to pick up this Western inventory with the PAC and the Mountain West. I absolutely think they're going to want to do so. They're trying to get more sports there on that TNT Sports platform. So we still have to wait and see what they plan on doing with either the PAC or the Mountain West, or possibly both. We'll have to wait and see what they do there. The third announcement, last thing I want to talk about, again, came out yesterday. A lot of news here in terms of media with the PAC. That was that Lumen Technologies is teaming up with the PAC-12 Enterprises, which again is the production arm of the PAC-12, formerly the PAC-12 Network. Now they're the PAC-12 Enterprises. And with this Lumen Technologies, they're going to, quote, reinvent how live sports broadcasts are produced and delivered. This now allows the PAC-12 Enterprises to have lower production costs for that entity and deliver these broadcasts with fewer boots on the ground. This will start this season, actually, just in 2 days. The partnership that they're going to be doing and Lumen working with the PAC-12 Enterprises, that starts here with Washington State's home game this Saturday versus Idaho, August 30th. And so we'll see what that means moving forward. Remember, the PAC-12 Enterprises produces all of the content for the CW. So really not too surprising that these two items came out at the same time because they are very much linked. But the costs there for the enterprises are paid by the PAC for producing those games. So obviously looking to lower those costs with this technology means more revenues in the pocket of the PAC-12 schools. They mentioned boots on the grounds, less boots on the grounds. Does that mean they're going to be cutting some people, people losing their jobs? Possibly, again, just reading off of what they provided in the statements and whatnot. But definitely, the PAC is coming at this, both trying to maximize revenues and lower their costs to get that delta as high as they possibly can for these school programs and institutions. So a lot of news there with the PAC yesterday, kind of coming at you with some details we've been waiting for, the second partner that we've been waiting for, and what's happening there with the PAC-12 Enterprises. As you guys know, we'll continue to follow this. At this point, we're getting the news, so you haven't seen us do a lot of speculation on what these are going to be because we are getting news. It's just a matter of waiting until they announce those. And of course, we have college football to follow right now. We're doing previews of different games. We, of course, pick every Mountain West and Big Ten game. We have a lot of fun. Picked 33 games last night, and I'll be doing a live preview here this evening of the Wyoming and Akron game, as I will be in Akron, Ohio for that game. If you're interested in seeing that preview, please check us out here on YouTube or on X. So with that, hey, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you like our content, and we'll see you next time on the Big Mountain.